So top of the pile, Botswana, Mauritius and Lesotho. Who was at the bottom?
Bottom, the usual suspects, I'm afraid. They came out bottom of the pile on basically all the questions. Angola, Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Now, so no, based on what? What are the problems that these countries face?
Well,
predominantly.
The interesting thing, and that's also one of the major findings of the survey, is the fact that they're all, and in particular Angola and the DRC, conflict-ridden countries at the moment. So we think it's quite significant to investigate that relationship between conflict and corruption. But the reason they're at the bottom is, across all those categories that I've mentioned, the quality of regulation, the enforcement of regulation, interference in the political processes, the perception, and again we have to emphasize that these are perceptions from South African companies doing business there, was that they fell short on all of those.
Okay. Botswana, Mauritius, Lesotho, what are they doing right?
They have, I think, a long history of, firstly, strong democracy, secondly, good both public and private sector governance structures, and the rule of law. If you look at, again, the Mo Ibrahim Index on African governance, they measure things like the rule of law, safety and security, and all those countries seem to be doing very well on all those.
Okay. So Daniel, where do you, if you had to do a similar survey 20 years from now, how do you see it? How do you see the results then?
Well, hopefully there will be improvement across the board. I think interesting that if you compare Angola to the DRC, for example, Angola is still a poor performer, bottom of the list, but they have been improving off a very low base. And since 2000, they have made strides in improving the rule of law, improving safety and security. So I think what one would like to see is general improvement across the board. SADC, Africa as a whole, is experiencing problems in corruption, in conflict, and we're doing poorly on many of the other global surveys as well. The other thing, I suppose, is one would like to see South Africa move up in those rankings. We used to be consistently in the top 3, 4, 5, and over the last 5 to 10 years we've slipped, and I think that is a cause for concern for us in South Africa.
Okay, final question. Centre for Corporate Governance, what exactly is your role there? What exactly do you guys do in terms of improving these, the situation in these countries?
Yeah. Well, we're based at the Business School of Stellenbosch University. We focus on responsible investment, board leadership. We will introduce a directors training program later this year. We look at integrated reporting, and then also a major focus area of the centre is values. We're doing work with the World Economic Forum in that regard, and ultimately, if you look at also the causes of the problems highlighted by surveys like this, it comes back to poor governance, poor ethics, poor values, and lack of implementation. And through research and training, we hope to make a contribution to improve things.
Okay, great. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Thank you.